let's talk about danger doubles and why your noggin, your brain, your bunts, whatever you want to call it, doesn't like them. There are certain doubles in darts that nobody likes. Now, it's not because they're small or harder than every other double on the board. It's because you've been programmed for so long to not throw anywhere near them or play in a certain way. You've trained yourself and been training to avoid them as long as you've been playing darts, and that is why they are danger doubles. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to throw at them, and here are the offenders. Double 1, double 3, double 5. We're going after them. Now, going to see how long it takes. If I was realistically in a match, how many visits would it take? So I'll play it properly. So if I've got one left, for example, if I hit the 1, 20 or 18 and bust out, I'll take that dart out. I won't throw the other 2. We'll do it like a proper match situation, eh? Before we get into it though, this is what I want you to do. Subscribe, pause video, go get a cup of tea, settle in, because it could be a while to check these 3 bad boys out. These danger doubles, it could take a while. What these doubles have in common, so it's not mechanics or it's not your technique, it's a punishment. You've left yourself it by accident, you've punished yourself. And also your brain and your vision and your automation, your autopilot when you're playing darts isn't missing these darts because you can't do it. It's kind of missing them on purpose because it doesn't want to hit them. It's told don't hit them. It's avoiding them on purpose. Every one of these doubles that I've mentioned, 1, 3, 5, holds a consequence that basically not other ones on the board do. And over time, what has happened is your brain said, don't go there. And then your body goes, I can't go there. And they work against each other. So let's see how I get up against the danger doubles. Let's go for it. Firstly, let's talk about double 1. Psychologically, this is the hardest double on the board, hands down. Because let's be having it right, you've spent all of the time you've been playing darts, training yourself not to go in that little segment, in that little white segment. Don't go in it. And suddenly, we're asking ourselves to hit it. Hit the small bit up at the top, that little green section. Hit it, go on. But you've been training yourself all this time, saying no. The reason it's brutal, right? It's not because we've trained ourselves to not hit it. But think of it this way. It's the only double on that board where anything apart from hitting the double 1 kills your game. You're dead, you're bust. Hit the single 1, bust. Hit the 18 below it, bust. Hit the 20 on the left next to it, bust. Anything else, you're gone. That is why double 1 is danger. So double 1 doesn't actually feel like a target. What it actually really is, it's a minefield. Now, let's see what happens when we throw at it, because that's what we're going to do. I've got my James Wade Unicorn Premiers here. I'm going to throw at it until I hit it. Let's see how long it takes. Now, I'm going to do it in a proper kind of match situation. So if I hit the 1 or the 20 or the 18, I'll pull them out and say that's 1 visit. Let's see how many darts this is going to take. Just going to load the board cam up, get a cup of tea. Could be a while. Right, the board cam's ready. I'm ready. If I do this first dart, you've got to hit subscribe. Or the first round at least. Oh, see? Bust. I'm doing it the proper way, because if it was in a match, I wouldn't keep throwing at it, would I? So that's the whole point. When you're practicing, you do it in a match. Now, this is a demonstration of why double 1 is so brutal. I'm pretty good on doubles, as you've seen some of the videos. So there we go, that's 1 visit. Oh, low again. 2 visits. I would have lost this match by now. I might speed this bit up, but bear with it. It won't take me that much longer, I promise. I need to go higher. See, because I've been doing these talking head videos, like commentating on what I've been throwing rather than throwing and talking. Yeah, but I'm doing this one, I like it. Too high. Boosh! In the edit, I'm going to have to count how many that was. So, but yeah, there we go. Double one, the first danger double, taken care of eventually. The next one in our danger doubles is 3, for slightly different reasons than double one. Now, one of the main reasons why double 3 is hard is because it's fraught with danger again, but it's not as killer as double one. So the danger is clearly to the left and to the right. If you go into the 19 or the 17, you've bust out. If you hit the 3, you've left yourself with an awful 2 dart setup for getting up to that double one, one double one. But one of the reasons it's really hard is because you're not used to really aiming down there. Unless you're a 19s player, you're always stood. This is how you've seen how I aim at the top of the board, aiming up here. Now I can't take this same stance into 3. So if I've got really low on my elbow, which is unnatural, or do what people have been telling me and what I've also been learning to not do too much is lean. Now, what I do, I have a point in my body where I'm standard. This is where I am. If I have to go lower, what I don't do too much is lean. I use my hip to lean in. So I don't really use my body, but I lean in with my hip. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but it's what I do. So when we're going for 3, naturally, it's not easy because you're not in the same position as you always are. Your aim generally, I'd say about 60 to 80% of the time, I guess, is always up here. So your elbow is nice and high, like that. So you have to keep the same principle, but down. So you're doing what people have told you not to do for years. Lean and throw. Got to be more Michael Van Gerwen than someone who's like normally stand straight. Done all right though, Gerwen, hasn't he? But that's one of the reasons why 3 is full of danger. Either side, it kills you, and then you've got that lean, which doesn't feel natural. So now we've established why it's hard. Let's see if I can nail it. Turn the board cam on, go and get a cup of tea again, and we'll try and hit this one a little bit quicker than we did with the one. Right, so the same principle applies. I will do it as if I was in a match situation. That's how we should be practicing, putting a bit of pressure on ourselves. So obviously double one, this is exactly where I stood. Look, up here, but maybe not exactly, because you'll be able to tell me where the picture is. But look, for 3, I want to be in the same position, but what I'm going to do now is lean in slightly, not dropping my elbow, because I'll throw it on the floor otherwise, or through a cable, and that would not be good. So, lean in. Oh, that wasn't bad, you know. Oh, gosh. See, match situation, I'm dead, bust. Same again, leaning, come on. I'm not sure. See, in a match, I'd have to go 1 double 1 now, but obviously we're not going for that. But what's really weird is that after that first one nearly hit, I went low. I did that on the last visit as well. I overcompensated, but the wrong way. Strange, because I'm not in the same balance place where I normally am. Right, come on. Whoa, that was a bad release. Dead. It's so alien. I mean, the psychology behind double one is like you don't want to hit it because you've been taught not to go there. But here, no one said don't go down here. It's just you stood in a way that you're not meant to stood, and that's what's making it really difficult. Yeah. So yeah, okay. Again, in the edit, I'll add up how many visits that was. Like realistic visits, like, you know, I think that was only, what, 7 darts at it and 3 visits, I think. But we'll do that in the edit. See what the next danger double is. This one, very similar to number 1. We're talking double 5. You're in that same psychology mindset of, I'm not meant to hit 5. I'm not programmed to hit 5. I'm told stay away from 5, like you are with the 1. Also, the numbers next to it, 20 and 12, danger zone. Hitting a 5 itself is not fatal, because you can then go 1 double 2, or down to 3 to double 1. Now, for the purpose of this, if I hit a 5, I'm not going to go 1 down to double 2 or 3 up to double 1. I'll just pretend that we've bust that score. it's that same mould. There's danger either side, but hitting a single isn't so killer, but it's still danger double. So we turn the board cam on, see how long we're going to be here for. Cup of tea, no cup of tea, maybe have a slice of cake this time. Can't drink too many cups of tea while you're watching me. Let's go to too many toilet breaks. All right, board cam is loaded up. Let's go. Come on, that was such a late release. Come on. Now, I don't know if that hit the number 5 or it hit the ring, but it came back halfway down the hockey. It's literally there. I've got one, not even a full step to get it. Oh. I'll have to look at the actual replay of that, see if it hit the number ring or the wire. Bust out. So, well, not bust out, but you know, for the purpose of this, I've bust out. Nailed it! And you know, I've just clocked that then where my hand was when I finished it. What a lovely follow through that was. And remember that key lesson, follow through. Like, I'm guilty of not doing it. So when you see some of these throws back, you'll see that when I release a dart sometimes, I give it the old crab claw or the zombie arm. There's something weird going on with my mechanics. But I think that's more of an actual physical problem rather than the I'm crap at darts problem. But there we go. 1, 3, 5. Danger doubles. Yes! I love checking them out because they're so horrible. Let's have a chat about it. Wasn't that bad? Was it? It was all right. Look, the one, when you're hitting the rubber bit on anything, when I went down here, oh my God, I don't know what happened. I was throwing and then rather than like overcompensating going up, I think it's because of that lean, I went down. I don't know. Because normally when I overcompensate and go, oh, I need to go higher, obviously I go higher going to the rubber or out of the kind of ring at all. It was really weird. But it's because of, like I said, in all this video from the start through to up to now, is you're trained not to do the things in a certain way. You're trained not to hit this. You're trained not to hit that. And you're trained not to lean, which ain't allows you to get that. I mean, you may have a different technique than me, but I can't throw that at this, even any of this section of the board without slight lean in. If I'm in my upright position, I can't throw down there because I feel like I've got to drag the dart down. I'm not at my natural release point, which is like probably here-ish. So look, this is the important bit, and this is the key takeaway from this video. You don't miss these doubles because you're bad at darts. You miss them because your brain has associated them with punishment. And your brain doesn't like punishment. So when you're in a situation like that, when the pressure hits, everything kind of tightens up and it works against everything that you've been teaching yourself. You hesitate more than you normally would. And your kind of brain tries to guide your dart away from that danger that it knows is there. Even when you need to throw into the danger. Now, the good news is you don't have to fix doubles by aiming harder. You fix them by removing the punishment. That means practicing them doubles without the bust punishment. Now, I did it with bust punishment because I want to show you in a kind of pressure match situation, because I think that's where I am in my journey. I don't want to be too easy on myself, and obviously don't want to be super hard, but you know, if you are in a match and you've got 3 darts at double one and your first one goes here, probably good to get used to that. But if you're just kind of setting out as a beginner, just throw it until you hit it. You know, you don't have to punish yourself that much. You're already being punished enough by leaving double one in the first place. Maybe do a couple of drills where you leave yourself with double one on purpose. So leave yourself with, I don't know, 11 and then hit a 9 and go for the double one. Just get used to going to it from somewhere else. You can also let them misses kind of go without consequence. You know, the way I did it, it's not the way you should always do it. I think it's a good way I did it, but that's where I am on my journey. If you're at the beginning, don't punish yourself too much. You're being punished enough, as I've mentioned. The doubles you hate aren't weak points in your game. They're untrained conversions. You're not missing them because you lack the ability. That's not the case. You miss them because your brain's told you to miss them for a lot of the match. You miss them because your brain has taught you to avoid them. And once you understand that, darts gets a little bit calmer. You get out of the danger zone. Let me know in the comments. I'm expecting a lot here, actually. Which double you dislike the most? Which is your danger double? As well as getting involved in the comments, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the channel out massively because it sends it to other people who need to see this video. People who want to improve and not being told by maybe a professional darts player, this is how you practice, because their practice is way different. They've been doing it for 40 years and they're getting paid loads of money to do it. This is a channel from someone who's a beginner to improver to help other beginners and improvers. So doing all those things I've mentioned, like, comment, subscribe, it's not for me, it's for everybody else. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.